Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Aita. I talk about books, fashion, being back in Spain, personal finance, travel, a whole bunch of other things that I like to ramble about, really as it relates to my life and blackness. And today I have another finance video, and it's going to be about 5 small businesses, side hustles, whatever you want to call them, that you can do from the comfort of your own home that are a low startup cost. So let's get started. So, I feel like if Corona has taught us anything, it's important to have multiple streams of income because you never know when you may lose out, which income may drop, which one may increase. And I've seen a decrease in my my social media management just because people didn't have clients coming in, they didn't need my services and whatnot. But I had other streams of income that were helpful that I could rely on. And I've also seen other people my age, young 20-somethings, millennials, older Gen Z people who have been picking up side hustles, acquiring new skills, low cost or free, using what they have in their home. So I thought I would share them. And I'll start off with the ones I do first, and then we'll go there. So number 1 is, for me, I do online teaching. I work for a various number of companies as well as private tutoring. But like VIP Kid, Go Kid, Cambly, there's new ones called Teaching Online, EF English. There's a bunch of them, a whole bunch of them. And some of them, like Cambly, all they require you is to be a native English teacher, and you earn, I want to say 17 cents a minute of talking, which if you talk for a whole hour, ends up being like $10.50 an hour. You have ones like VIP Kid, where you are required to be a citizen of certain North American countries, have a certain accent, and a college degree, and a couple other certifications, but you get paid more. I get paid about average 25 USD an hour, which is very useful and good. You can set your own schedule, build things up, so it really just depends. And I had all the things I needed. Like I had a computer already, I have a tablet, because that's mainly what I teach from now. Headphones, I had those. Like props and stuff, little toys, I had those around the house. And books and a whiteboard, so it was really low cost, low invested, really good return. It's helped fund my travel, it's helped fund my savings account. So just excellent, really there. And there's so many different companies that you can check out. I'll link my blog post below about the ones I've used in my experience. And if you have any questions, let me know. The second one is freelance writing. So I have a blog, and I blog about money and travel and blackness. And I have another blog that's about books. And that's really helped me to build a community, hone my writing skills, connect with other people, who have then in turn connected me with people who have paid options. And you can go on places like Twitter or Instagram or LinkedIn and look for things like freelance writer. Type in, like if you're focused on beauty, type beauty editor, see who that person is, see if they have a call for pitches, or see if they have their own emails out to see what they're looking for. And you can come up with your own story idea, send it out to them. And that could be a great way. Like depending on how small or large it is, you could earn anywhere from $75 an article, depending on how many words it is, to as much as, I haven't made this much, but I have 2 friends who in the last 2 months have commissioned articles that have been over $900 for about 1,000, 1,200 words in there. So it is possible to make some money, like substantial, and it is a lot of labor and a lot of work. But if you have a computer, or even if you can type on your phone or your tablet, that's another way that you really wouldn't have to spend a lot of money up front. And if you'd like to know more about that, I can make a separate video on pitching and freelancing and how to find contacts. But it's been something that's been very helpful for me as well, kind of to stay afloat, especially during this time. And I love writing. If you don't love writing, I really wouldn't suggest it, but it's something you could do. Third way is social media management. I started this in college, working in the healthcare aspect of it, and then working with small businesses in my university. But really, you can break it down into two ways, like helping a brand find their brand identity, choose their colors, choose the platforms they want to work on. They can create their own content, like their own graphics, and you just post it, and you can like edit comments or come up with the captions and like get rid of any like spam direct messaging or like spam ads where people, you know how like you have those little like weird porn accounts that like tag you or like, oh, earn $1,000 every day. You can delete that. Make sure that you're building a community, researching hashtags, and really it's a variety of different things. And once again, I can make another video if you want to know more about that. But a good way would be to kind of like reach out to people, especially if you're a university student or you just have friends who have small businesses, like your friend has a lash business and you're like, hey girl, do you not have time to be on social media pubbing? I'll do this for this. In return, you can write me a review and say, oh, Aita did such a really good job. We collaborated well. This is what she did, blah, 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 boom. And that's another way. I've seen like packages start as low as like $250 a month, go as high as $1,000 to $100 a month. And depending on like how much time you want to dedicate to this, what you want to do, how many clients you want to take on, you could potentially earn full-time income depending on where you live or whatnot. But it could just be a great way to keep stuff in. Because think about it, let's say you charge $500 a client, you take on 4 clients, that's $2,000. You do your taxes, whatever, you're still kind of like doing well. You're not going to be balling, but that's good, especially if you have another job, significant side income, or if you're a college student, that could be tuition money, that could be savings. Like there's a whole lot of options. Another one is web design. So I did a coding boot camp, but as we know, there's other resources like Free Code Camp. Oh gosh, why am I blanking on this website? And I use it, Code Academy. Yeah, where you can go take tutorials, learn the skills, get on Twitter. There's 100 Days of Code. Reddit is a really good resource. Like there's so many resources to teach yourself how to code. And it could be something is like you don't have to build websites from jump, but let's say you know someone, they find a layout and they're like, I don't know how to set this up. So you're like, okay, I'll set up your website for you. You charge $500, $700, and you're responsible for like putting in their bio, editing, make sure that the plugins are working, all the pictures are up. Because that's time, that's labor, making sure that it looks physically appealing, visibly appealing, that it's working properly. And that's something that can be fairly easy to learn. If you have the time to, you can learn it for free. And as long as you have a computer or even a tablet, you can be doing that at home. You can be look for some of these people who are on social media who are selling lashes or whatever, and they want to expand to something else, or they're worried that maybe, or like nail techs, that's another one. Maybe they're thinking that, oh, they're going to lose their clients. Or what happens if like Instagram isn't working for a day and someone needs to book. Like you need to push to tell people that they need to have something of their own off a website in case something goes down, God forbid. And that's really a way. And once again, let me know if you're interested in learning about more how to do that, because I can make another separate video over that. And photo editing. So I learned photography in high school and then kind of honed my skills in college. But you could be something like, you know, someone has taken a picture, but they really don't know all like the fancy and stuff skills. They just know how to take a really good picture. But they don't know about Lightroom or Photoshop and tweaking and editing, or even using something like Canva or PicMonkey. You could use that, drastically change these photos, sell it back to them. And a lot of things, like some people, they don't have the time to do it. They can have the skill, but they don't have the time to do it. And that could be another way that you're making money. Like there could be a company that's like, oh yeah, like, you know, like my daughter took the headshots, but she doesn't know, can you edit these? I've made money that way. And I'm like, yeah, how many? $75 for, I don't know, like maybe 5 photos edited. Boom. You just made some quick, easy money. Things like that. And as we talk about like not having time, maybe you have a skill or someone has a skill but they don't want to do it, like me, is making illustrated photos where you have a photo Like, let's say we took a photo of me. Actually, I'll just put an example above of someone who did this for me. If there was a photo of me, I want it to be turned illustrated. I've done illustrated photos before in Photoshop or in Illustrator, but I didn't want to commit the time to it. I felt like that time could have been going somewhere else. I went on Instagram, typed in illustrated photos, found someone, saw that they were charging $10 a photo. They gave me a JPEG and a PDF, and they charged me $10 per photo. I got 3 done, and it took them, they said the turnaround was going to be a week, but they got it back to me in a day. And then, like, I asked for minor edits to the coloring or whatnot, and then they got those back to me, I think, in a few hours, and boom. So if you can, like, sit and learn this skill and say, okay, even if you don't have Photoshop, so let's say you get Photoshop, I believe you can get a package for Photoshop and Lightroom for like $20 a month, I believe. So you can invest that $20 a month. If you can get three or 2 photos commissioned, depending on your prices, you've already made a profit. And you're not even having to start from scratch. You're literally just like taking a photo and coloring over it, but coloring over it with like the tools in there, which seems kind of like, oh, I could do that, but it's time consuming. So think about the time cost benefit. But if you're at home, even if you're a teenager or a college student, you're like, I got time to kill. Why not? And you could be building your portfolio, honing your skills, and a fun way to make money. And that's all I have, guys. Those are like really quick and easy ones that I have experience doing, so that I can speak about personally, that you can do from the comfort of your own home. Some people say they also like transcriptions. I'm not really a fan of that. I don't feel like you make your bang for your buck. So I'm not going to tell you to do something that I wouldn't do, but there's other options out there. But if you have any questions about any of these, if you'd like to know more, if you want me to expand, or you're like, girl, no. And if you have other options and you think that would be useful to people, please comment below and tell them as well. Because the more knowledge that we share with each other, the more that we all can help each other make money, grow, learn, acquire new skills, get rid of new skills. And I just think it's fabulous. So thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.